Welcome to Compatible Minds, where we help you align your mindset, habits, and inner world for real growth. Before we dive in, hit like and subscribe to Compatible Minds. We're here to grow and level up together. Today, we are talking about how to stop overthinking fast with 3 science-based steps. Let's go through what you will learn. First, a breakdown of what overthinking really is. We then are going to talk about the first science-based step called Name the Loop, also known as pattern interrupt. We will then talk about step 2, which is shifting from why to what. And finally, step 3, regulate the body first. Let's focus on what overthinking really is. If your mind feels loud, if you replay conversations at night, if you analyze every decision until you feel stuck, you're not broken. You're overthinking. And here's the truth most people don't realize. Overthinking isn't a thinking problem. It's a nervous system problem. Overthinking is not deep thinking. It's repetitive, unproductive mental looping. Psychologists call this rumination, a pattern studied extensively in cognitive psychology and explored in books like Feeling Good by David Burns. When you ruminate, your brain believes it is solving a problem, but instead of producing solutions, it produces stress. Why? Because your brain's threat detection system. The amygdala activates when uncertainty appears. Uncertainty feels unsafe. So your brain says, let's think more. Let's analyze more. Let's control this. But here's the paradox. The more you try to control uncertainty with thinking, the more anxious you feel. Overthinking is the mind trying to create certainty in situations where certainty doesn't exist. So the goal isn't to think less. The goal is to stop treating uncertainty as danger. Now let's talk about how to actually do that. I'm going to show you 3 science-based steps to stop overthinking fast, not by suppressing your thoughts, but by understanding what's actually happening inside your brain. Let's build a more compatible mind. Step 1. Name the loop, also known as pattern interrupt. The first science-based step is simple. Name the loop. Research in neuroscience shows that labeling emotions reduces amygdala activity. This concept is often called affect labeling. When you identify what's happening, your brain shifts from emotional reactivity to logical processing. So instead of saying, "Why am I like this?" or "Why can't I stop thinking?" you say, "This is overthinking," or "This is rumination," or "My brain is trying to protect me." That shift alone reduces intensity. You are no longer inside the storm. You are observing it. Inspired by mindfulness principles taught in The Untethered Soul, The Journey Beyond Yourself by Michael A. Singer, this technique separates you from your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness noticing them. Here is a simple practical tool you will find helpful. When you catch yourself spiraling, say out loud or in your head, "I'm looping." Not judging, not fighting, just noticing. This creates psychological distance, and distance creates calm, because when you create space between you and your thoughts, something important happens. You stop treating every thought as a fact. Most thoughts are not instructions. They're not predictions, and they're definitely not reality. They're simply mental events passing through your mind. But when you're caught inside an overthinking loop, every thought feels urgent and important. It feels like you need to solve it immediately. Labeling the loop breaks that urgency. It reminds your brain, this is just a thought, not a problem that must be solved right now. Imagine standing next to a busy road. Cars are passing constantly. You don't chase every car, you simply watch them go by. Your thoughts work the same way. When you name the loop, you move from being inside the traffic to standing safely on the sidewalk. And once you're observing the thoughts instead of chasing them, your mind naturally begins to slow down, because the brain stops fueling the loop with attention. And what you stop feeding eventually fades. Let's talk about step 2, shifting from why to what. Overthinking thrives on one word, why. Why did they say that? Why did I do that? Why does this always happen? Why questions often create more emotion than clarity. Instead, shift to saying what. What can I control here? What action would reduce uncertainty? What evidence do I actually have? This technique comes from cognitive behavioral therapy principles and helps break distorted thinking patterns. For example, instead of, "Why haven't they replied? They must be upset," ask yourself, What are 3 neutral explanations? They're busy, they forgot, they haven't seen it. Your brain defaults to worst case scenarios because it's wired for survival, but you can retrain it. When you shift from emotional storytelling to factual evaluation, your prefrontal cortex, the rational part of your brain, re-engages, and anxiety decreases. You move from reaction to response. This is emotional intelligence in action, a concept popularized in emotional intelligence. Overthinking decreases when clarity increases, and clarity comes from better questions, because the quality of your thinking is shaped by the questions you ask yourself. When your brain asks why, it tends to search for blame. Why did I do that? Why am I like this? Why does this always happen to me? Those questions often lead to self-criticism, regret, or imagined scenarios that increase anxiety. But what questions move the brain into problem-solving mode? Instead of looking backward for blame, your mind starts looking forward for solutions. Example 1, what would help me feel more clear right now? Example 2, what small step would make this situation easier? And example 3, what would I tell a friend if they were in this situation? These questions introduce perspective, and perspective breaks emotional loops. Often, the moment you ask a better question, the intensity of the thought starts to fade, because your brain is no longer stuck analyzing the past. It's focused on what you can do next. And forward movement is one of the fastest ways to quiet an overthinking mind. Let's discuss the final step, step 3. Regulate the body first. Here's the step most people skip. You cannot outthink a dysregulated nervous system. If your heart rate is elevated, if your breathing is shallow, if your body feels tense, your brain interprets that as danger. So it keeps scanning for threats, which feels like more thinking. Instead of arguing with your thoughts, try to calm your body. Now, I am going to share with you some science-backed tools that will be really helpful. First, slow your breathing. Inhale 4 seconds, exhale 6 seconds. Secondly, try splashing cold water on your face. Thirdly, try going for a 10-minute walk. And finally, try some progressive muscle relaxation. Longer exhales activate the parasympathetic nervous system, your calm mode. When your body feels safe, your brain stops searching for problems. Overthinking often disappears, not because you solve the thought, but because your nervous system stabilized. And this is an important shift to understand. Many people try to solve overthinking purely in their head. They tend to analyze the thought, debate the thought, and search for the perfect answer to the thought. But sometimes the fastest way to quiet the mind is to step out of the mind entirely. Try moving your body, changing your environment, and slowing your breathing. Even something as simple as standing up, stretching, or walking outside for a few minutes can interrupt the mental loop. You may be thinking why? Because movement signals to your brain that you are no longer stuck. Your attention shifts from internal noise to physical experience, the feeling of your feet on the ground, the rhythm of your breath, the sensation of your body relaxing. And when your attention returns to the present moment, the brain stops replaying imaginary scenarios about the past or future. This is why many people suddenly find clarity during a walk, a shower, or quiet moments of stillness. Not because they forced the solution, but because they gave their nervous system the space to settle. And when the body settles, the mind finally has permission to do the same. Remember, thoughts follow physiology. Calm the body. The mind follows. Let's recap the 3 steps. Step 1. When you name the loop, you create distance. Step 2. When you shift from why to what, you create clarity. Step 3. When you regulate the body, you create safety. Remember, overthinking isn't weakness. It's a brain trying to protect you from uncertainty, but protection doesn't require panic. It requires awareness and small shifts. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you taking the time to learn and grow with me. Investing in yourself is truly powerful and something I deeply believe in. If you're serious about changing your habits, I put together a 30-day system to help you actually follow through. See the link in the description. Let's keep learning, leveling up, and building a healthier, more aligned mind together. See you in the next video.